Hi. Morgan? Yeah. I'm Stacy's dad, and I guess first of all, on behalf of the families of the bride and the groom, we'd like to thank everybody for carving out some of your time in your busy schedule to celebrate tonight with Stacy and Dave. We know some of you have traveled a long way, and a special shout out to those who I know we've got people here from California and Colorado, Canada, and we really appreciate you guys, coming all this way to celebrate with Stacy and Dave. As Stacy's dad, I've got a unique perspective into the heart and soul of this wonderful, beautiful, talented girl, and all that makes her so special. Stacy has many great qualities and attributes, but the characteristic that most defines her, to me, is her big personality. Stacy's,
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Can't read my own writing. Stacy's very social. She loves to talk and laugh and joke around. She loves to poke fun, and she can take a joke. She's got a really great sense of humor.
Uh-oh.
And that's a good thing, because it's going to get tested tonight. So without further ado, here we go. The top 10 reasons we love Stacy. Number 10, Stacy's magnificent wardrobe. Stacy, you're absolutely stunning tonight. Your wedding dress is gorgeous. Your hair is luminous and professionally coiffed. Your makeup is understated and accentuates your pretty face. You look amazing. You look like a supermodel. And it's amazing to think that you could look like this every day. But as we all know, this is not the real Stacy. Stacy's real wardrobe consists primarily of t-shirts and sweatpants and blue jeans. She doesn't spend a lot of time cribbing in front of the mirror. She's more a roll out of the bed and go kind of girl. As a matter of fact, Stacy's style is most aptly described as grunge. In fact, her style is so grunge.
Wow.
Stacy's style is so grunge that she had the homeless guy on the street corner with a sign in her neighborhood has Stacy on speed dial to fill in case she needs to take a pee or go for a lunch break. The number 9 reason why why we all love Stacy is Stacy smokes cigars and plays baseball and plays golf and loves to hang with the boys. You're not going to catch Stacy at some frilly girls' night out watching Sex in the City, baking cookies. You're more likely to find her hanging with the boys, drinking beer, watching a hockey game, and smoking cigars. The number 8 reason that we all love Stacy is well educated. After high school, Stacy attended the prestigious NYU, New York University, for a few months. From there, she went to Gainesville, home of the University of Florida, for a short while. Then she became an LSU Tiger, where she didn't actually get her MBA, but she did major in IPA and minor in THC. The number 7 reason why we all love Stacy, and why I love Stacy, is Stacy has a heart of gold. When Stacy's mom and I split up, then I didn't get to see my kids every day. I knew I was going to have a hard time with that. It was a trying experience for everybody. But Stacy was always the first one to call me or write me a note and say, "I love you, Daddy. I miss you, Daddy." And I don't think she ever knew how much that meant to me. Or maybe she did. whenever I would visit, Stacy was always the first one to run out the door and jump into my arms and give me a great big bear hug. And her big heart was always a reassurance to me that my kids loved their daddy and always would. Okay. Number 6. Stacy had the best boyfriends.
Oh no!
Now, here we go.
Stacy was never, we've established this, Stacy was never the dainty, feminine type of girl. She grew up with 2 older brothers and could always hold her own. But she always had a creative, hippie chick kind of vibe, and she tended to attract the musician, stoner, poetry writing type.
You're so strong.
However, her big brothers and their friends were not that way. They were more the jock, rapper, thug type. Mostly thug, right, Ryan? Needless to say, this often resulted in a clash of cultures between Stacy and her boyfriends, and Sean and Riley and their posse of thugs. I specifically remember Mikey.
Oh no!
That poor kid endured an endless skewering from Sean and Riley and their posse of young thugs. But after a while, there was a sort of a ceasefire, and everybody seemed to be getting along. And it wasn't until many years later that I came to learn that the boys had come to rely on Mikey as a conduit to some of the best weed in high school. They found common ground in the Lions before. The number 5 reason that we all love Stacy is Stacy is an excellent driver. Many years I drove a Jeep Wrangler, so Sean, Riley, and Stacy, I could afford to buy them cars on their 16th birthday. But fortunately for me, between Stacy and Tommy, there was a 4-year gap that provided me the opportunity to get myself a car. I bought myself a brand new Acura TL, steel gray. 300 horsepower. Leather seats. Got the sport chrome rim package. Sweet. Felt like a Ferrari after driving that old Jeep for so long. Couldn't wait to get it home and show the kids. I pull up in the driveway, door flings open. Guess who? Stacy. Nice car, Dad. Grabs the keys. Can I take it for a spin? She hops in the car. Tommy and Kaylee pile in the back. Next thing you know, I'm standing in the driveway, alone, for what seemed like an eternity. And then off in the distance, I swore I could hear the unmistakable sound of chrome on concrete. And my heart sank. Nah, it's just my imagination. That's not the deal. Stacy pulls up back in the driveway. Nice car, Dad. With kind of a hollow-sounding nice car, Dad, and a blank look on her face. And then I look at Tommy and Kaylee, and they've got that deer in the headlights look. And at that moment, I know. This is where the unconditional love between a father and a daughter is truly tested. Stacy denied, then she confessed. She was truly sorry. Apology accepted. End of story. Welcome to fatherhood. I love Stacy is Stacy is a thespian. Stacy's first love was always acting. She was always in a school play or acting class or singing lessons or auditioning for something. She got the lead role in a Five-O commercial at Universal Studios as a little girl, and it was a big deal. It was print, it was video, and up until that time, it was the biggest role she'd ever gotten. It was really cool. But I'll always remember her for her Oscar-worthy performance for her role in The Spanking.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now, I was never a very good disciplinarian. I could talk a good game, but when it came to administering the punishment, my bark was always worse than my bite, especially with the girls. And one particular time, the boys and their mother called me out on this and demanded that Stacy be punished for some bad behavior, the nature of which I don't really recall. But what I vividly recall is the boys with their ears up against the wall, trying to hear the beating. But what they didn't know was that Stacy and I had orchestrated the whole thing. I would whack my hand with a hairbrush, and Stacy would howl out in pain with each whack. And then she emerged. After the whole thing was over, she emerged from the room, rubbing her backside and crying uncontrollably. To me, it'll go down as one of her finest performances. The number 3 reason that we all love Stacy is Stacy knows locations. Stacy's an accomplished locations manager in the movie business. She identifies locations, negotiates contracts, and works a ridiculous schedule when she's on a shoot. She's worked with the likes of George Clooney, James Franco, James Earl Jones, Peter Fonda. She also did a movie with Amanda Bynes, who tragically went batshit crazy. Shortly after working with Stacy. Coincidence? I don't think so. She's currently doing something with some guy named David Mickey Evans. I think he does baseball movies. They must be working on something epic because they sure have been collaborating for a long time. Word on the street is production could go on indefinitely. Oh well, at least she's working. The number 2 reason that we all love Stacy is Stacy loves Dave. She must, right? After working together at Universal Studios on a film, she chased him all the way across the country to California, and then they spent a few years together there, and Stacy moved back, and then Dave chased her all the way back to Florida. During a cross-country 20th anniversary promotion tour for his movie The Sandlot, Dave got down on one knee and asked Stacy to marry him in front of a crowd of thousands at a baseball stadium. It seems only fitting that Stacy is with Dave. He's an acclaimed writer and director in the movie business. Stacy loves the movie. He wrote and directed The Sandlot, one of the best baseball movies of all time. Stacy loves baseball. Dave is unpretentious, smart, genuine, and he makes Stacy happy. And ultimately, that really is all that matters to me. Welcome to the family, Dave. We love you. Okay, gotta get distance. The number 1 reason that I love Stacy, oh God, she'll always be my little girl. I think most fathers reminisce about the days gone by when their kids were little and their problems were small. I know I do. Now Stacy's a grown-up young woman and has been on her own for years now. But part of me will always remember her as my sweet, innocent, beautiful little girl playing, laughing, chasing around the house with the other kids. One of my most vivid memories of Stacy is how how agitated she would get when there was stormy weather. She would sit next to me on the couch and talk nervously about anything and everything until the storms passed. Every time lightning would crash and boom, her pace of gibberish would accelerate. We called it thunder talk. And it was the cutest thing you've ever seen. Part of me will always think of you that way, as my adorable little girl, rambling on about nothing, taking comfort in the storm by sitting next to your daddy, knowing you were safe. Right there next to me, Stacy, you'll always be my little girl. So my beautiful, talented, adorable little girl, Stacy Marie Evans.